I'm Eric Stark, back for week 3 of the Lancaster-Lebanon League with our insider for the LL League, Ed Gruver. Ed, third week already.
Yeah, hard to believe.
You're going to get defensive on us. Go ahead, get defensive.
We had a couple teams playing good defense these first couple of weeks. Solanco has won impressively their first 2 weeks under Tony Cox.
Beat CV last week.
Beat CV last week. A team that scored 70 in week 1. Held them to 7 points last week. That was impressive. A couple kids stand out for Solanco. Defensive lineman Curtis Herr leads the team in tackles so far. And Zeb Eshelman has 2 picks. So they're doing the job defensively. Hempfield gave up a lot of yards and points to LS in week 1, but won the game on a game-ending sack. Last week they spot Mannheim 2 touchdowns, down 14-0, shut him out the rest of the way.
Wow.
So, Will Blair doing the job on both sides of the ball. His 90-yard fumble return for a touchdown was the deciding factor last week. It was a game winner. So Hempfield +6 in turnovers the first 2 weeks. So their defense is really stepping up.
You mentioned Hempfield 2-0 against 2 quality opponents. Let me go on the offensive side of the ball. When I mentioned Garden Spot quarterback Mitch Martin, throws for 346 yards and 3 TDs on Friday in a good win against Warwick. For the season, he's got 540 yards and 6 TDs. He's having a good year. He's an experienced veteran quarterback. Looks like he's having fun with that spread offense with the Spartans. Another name is Eric Benjamin, 4 TDs from Mannheim Township. Township 47 points against Redline. They bounced back from their loss to Central Dauphin, and Township scoring a lot of points this year.
I mean, they could very easily be 2-0. I mean, they lost the first game in overtime, won last week. So Township, like you said, has the ability to score a lot of points, and right now they could be undefeated.
Mark Evans has that team playing very well. Look at some of the matchups. There's some games coming up that you've looked at, you've highlighted. That's a big momentum type of thing. So what do you think? What do you got?
Number 1 on the list is our game of the week this week. It's Reading at McCaskey. Okay. This is a rivalry that goes back to the old Central Penn League.
Right.
These 2 teams know each other very well program-wise. And the interesting thing is they both played the same 2 opponents in week 1, York and Harrisburg, in the first 2 weeks. Both split, so they're both 1-1 going into this game. McCaskey playing well. They could be 2-0 as well, probably. It should be a good game Friday night.
Game of the week is one you're going to highlight in Friday's paper, but also we're going to feature Saturday with a big spread in the paper. Who do you like to win that game?
I'm going with McCaskey in week 1.
Is their main reason? What's the main thing that stands out?
I think their kids are coming together as a team. They're playing well offensively. They're coming together defensively. Special teams, they're doing the job, and I think home field advantage. I think it'll be a close game, but I'm going with McCaskey in this game.
You got some athletes. Pedro Martinez, a pitcher we know, but he's a running back for McCaskey. Watch out for him. What are some other matchups you got?
Yeah, a couple other games on tap. Cedar Crest at Central. 2 teams, one big, one impressively in week 1. They're trying to bounce back from tough losses last week. That game's in Mannheim. The other game, CVLS. Again, 2 teams 1-1, but 2 teams maybe going in different directions. CV scores 70 in week 1, wins big. Kind of loses big last week. Solanco only scores 7. LS, lost a close one to Hempfield in week 1. Won a close one last week at Penn Manor. So, I think LS is coming together as a team.
I want to see how CV bounces back. Was it Solanco's defense, or was it just a bad offense by Effort or in defense? 63 points in the first half for CV, 70 in the game. Effort, I feel bad for these guys right now. They've been outscored 135-0 in 2 games. Lost to Calico Friday, 65-0. They returned 0 starters last year, Ed. 0. 22 new guys out there. They were a very young team, so hopefully these guys will stick with it. Hopefully we're going to stick with it, too. We'll be back again next week. Follow our tweets, follow our stories as we bring you the Inside the LL League.